I hear a fat turd. Hey, Jessica. How you doing? Hey, fat turd. Hey, little bug. Afternoon, buddy. Yes, good afternoon. I'm hanging in there. Same old stuff, different day. Things are looking good, though. Things are looking good. Getting my ducks in a row, so to speak. Just okay. Why aren't you doing like Tony the Tiger and doing great? Yeah. It's all in the eye of the beholder on getting my ducks in a row. I don't really like calling them ducks. I don't want to be offensive. But, yeah, things are looking good though. America's still on America's all same old bullshit. I don't know, they got a major infatuation with Venezuela out of nowhere. So, yeah. Getting distracted again, as America always does. With something new and ooh, shiny. And under equipped. I can always see America go rushing off to that, for sure. Hey? Not that far. I'm like in a little cropping of woods. Like in between a street and a business. Okay, whatever that's supposed to mean. Did you work today, Jessica? I don't know, you're awfully quiet these days in the stream. Okay, I got you. That can't be too good if you called out of work. I don't care if you're almost 2 months ago. Why do my feet feel so weird? Oh, that'll explain it. God. Oh, that's why I got pinchy toes. That stupid thing. I said, what the fuck is wrong with my feet? Nothing. Okay. I wouldn't say it hurts. It's just, it felt weird for a second. I mean, there's like that spot that's like really wet. That's about it. And like on the side right there. Other than that, it's fun. What did I want to be in my childhood? President, bitch. President. I said work, bitch. Kish, kish. I'm kidding. I'd be a better president than that, but. Oh, okay. No! my shoulder. Nah, my foot's fine though. It's just itchy. And then I had like a pinchy toe. I'm just checking to see what I did to it. That's what I expected it to be, but I was making sure. Just making sure. Oh. Whee. Oh, hair in my ear. They're coming. I don't see Marine One anywhere. And it's going to be kind of hard for it to land in that parking lot right there. I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, it fit, but that's going to be a very tight fit. Yeah. I mean, well, if it was in that parking lot over there, back straight behind me, you'd be good. But the one beside me, no. If you want to send $2, you can. Jessica gonna get him, bro. No. No. Don't worry about it, Jessica. I blocked him. Well, cool. Hey, I got this thing called Cash App and PayPal. Anywho. Okay. How's that one? I'm doing all right, Riley. How about yourself? Hanging in there. Providing a brief relief from the doom scrolling on YouTube. I went through the shorts today myself and was just like, what am I viewing? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't at all. Again, I can get 2 packs of cigarettes for less than $7. You know, if you would just do what you're fucking told to, I know you're still probably tuned in and listening. Like, if you would have done what you're fucking told, life would have been a lot cheaper for everyone else as well. But, you know, you wanted to keep coming in seeking peace and ruined everything for everyone. So you can just sit there and shut the fuck up. I got you, Riley. That's okay. I appreciate you tuning in, though. I was talking about the person I just banned. Yeah, I went doom scroll. Like, I wouldn't say doom scrolling, but I clicked on shorts and went through it after I got done handling a bunch of my news shit this morning. And it was just like I was only in there for 5 seconds, and it was just like, what is all this? Excuse me. I can see how I'm so popular on YouTube now. I was sitting there looking at that. I was like, okay, this makes a lot more sense now. I'm not that crazy. I mean, even me crashing out, man, I was just like, like compared to what I'm seeing here. Yeah, I'm in North Carolina. Oh, I know, I've probably been discussed on many streams. I'm just waiting till I find it. It's going to be a defamation lawsuit in a heartbeat, boy. But boom! All that money's mine now. Thank you. See, Jessica, you didn't miss much from yesterday's stream. It's kind of what it is today. I acknowledge people, I talk to them, they don't respond, or they're just come in and be completely disrespectful. One of the two. You didn't miss much yesterday. Well, let me be in my situation, doing the right thing. No, trolls ain't gonna troll much longer. Like, trolls are gonna end up in a 6-foot hole in some way, shape, or form. I don't mean, quite literally or figuratively. I'm not sure yet. Ah, fair enough. Fair enough. I'm not a troll. Like, AI exists. Like, I can, like, make an AI algorithm to keep these people off the internet. So, I don't even know who you are. What do you mean, remember you in the afterlife? Doing the Jesus Nazareth way, where I don't cut my hair or trim my beard. Oh my God. I'm already about to go ahead and end this stream. It's already back to the same general, like, generic questions I get asked a trillion times over and over again. It's going to be a very boring and unproductive stream. So, like, yeah. Lord willing, Riley. Start talking. I'll start asking actual questions, not questions that have been asked a trillion goddamn times. That you damn well go off in like sub-community chats like 4chan or some shit and talk shit about me in a chat room somewhere. Trust me, I have been a very, I don't even want to use the word charismatic. It almost might fit though, person on the internet. And like, homie, a lot of people get ripped a new one on the internet. Like, homie, no one's bothering with me. So clearly they're doing that off in somewhere regulated area where no one can really see it on a general mass consumption. Because the minute I catch wind of it, they know it's over. Like, they treat me like Voldemort. I don't exist. I don't give a fuck if I'm there in person, bro. They'll be like, oh, Pete's Dragon's here. I don't know, it's a ghost. Won't make eye contact, won't acknowledge me. Like, nope. Pete, Invisible Dragon's here. My favorite crime? Not committing crime. How about that one? No, here we go. My favorite crime? Vigilantism. How about that one? Vigilantism. I appreciate that, Neil. They don't really mess with my blood pressure. I don't poop in public all the time. I mean, you know, I have 24-hour restaurants and restaurants that are open. I can go shit in anytime I want. Answering a favorite movie is kind of hard. I like a lot. I'm at like the spot I originally started streaming at. Like, I'm at my chill spot where I get up and out of my shelter and like walk around for a bit. You know what I mean? Like, I can sit in the woods all day, but it gets boring. I like a lot of sports, but I don't watch them. I suck at basketball. If I got a literal brick for the bricks I shoot in basketball, I could build myself a mansion. I find a place on the ground that's flat and not really going to get flooded out if it pisses rain for a week straight. And then I make a camp there. And then I don't use a fire and I lay on the ground. And have layers in a blanket. There's not like some rocket scientist formula to survive through winter. I don't know what to tell you. If you want to see my shelter, it's around day 976. Indonesian, never heard of it. Really like minor insulation from the ground. I have a folded up tarp, folded up shower curtain, and then a like NASA nylon blanket, but it's really a poncho that's like reversed inside out that I just lay on the ground. And then I just take a blanket and lay over me. I'm not wasting my time trying to use that nylon blanket. It never wants to stay completely over you. So just fold that bitch up and put it on the ground and cover yourself up. Well, it's a thing I want to have, but don't. My daughter back. And I didn't even know I had. That was kidnapped from me. Technically, in its definition, it would be kidnapping, but I mean, like, at the end of the day, I get you pregnant, I leave, and someone else comes around and you think it's theirs. I don't really, like, I don't want to say it's kidnapping. I'm not trying to get you thrown in prison, like my baby mama thrown in prison or anything. Like, I don't think my daughter would appreciate that too much. Come in and be fucking Krampus for Christmas. Rip everything apart. Like, whoa, no. I'm just hoping she's still alive, because if she ain't, yeah, I'm going to be Krampus this Christmas and just everything. Who the fuck are you? Oh, I'm the invisible dragon. Who the fuck are you? That ain't yours. Why'd you touch it? Would you mind enlightening me of the current conditions in Indonesia? You got to understand, I have a bunch of Western media thrown at me. I get a bunch of rainbows and colorful puppy dogs. Like, everything's perfect everywhere. Like, you mind enlightening me what's going on in Indonesia? Yeah, Kyle, it's fun. Puff the magic dragon, I wish. If I had a dog, what would I name him? Probably Rufus. All I'm thinking of is a scene with a stick in that fence, bro. And he just destroys it. Just... The invisible dragon, motherfucker. Just... pop all them pickets out. What challenges do I face, Satan? 24/7. And Satan's servants. It's annoying. Really all I need is like I'm kind of good, but if I had to say anything, money. I've got a great relationship with God, Jesus Christ, the Holy Spirit, one sacred Bible. When I say that, I'm not saying I'm perfect and, oh, I'm sin-free, man. Like, no. I don't mean it when I say that, but I got a pretty good relationship with the Lord. You know, I got money. I got this stream. I'm monetized on YouTube. I'm ever growing. I'm going on 14,000 subscribers now. I have nearly 50,000 returning viewers. You know what I mean? No, Kyle. It's kind of like watching the RFK with the CDC. No, it's the same thing. I appreciate the $20 donation. I'm in North Carolina. Sorry, my voice is kind of cracked because I was kind of talking loud yesterday. And then, I've been off for about a week and a half from streaming, so, I'm not used to talking for, multiple hours on end. So my voice is kind of waned a little bit. For anyone wondering why my voice sounds a little, off. And then everybody tuning in. But yeah, Riley, other than that, all I really need's my daughter, money, and then eventually, an actual God-fearing, loyal woman in my life. That's it. Really all I need. Other than that, I kind of got my job through this stream and the blank $1 billion check. It's in my hands with my career as a monetized YouTuber. Got kind of everything else I need, which will end up leading me getting out of homelessness and everything else. My dad's dead. He died in 2020 from cancer. My mom's alive, but she lives with my brother in a theoretical hell. I already saw she got to live in one house she was living with him in. So I already know it's no different than this one. But I'm not here to get into family drama. Other than that, like, they don't have the space. Like, family doesn't have the space, money, or they're busy, like, taking care of somebody else with a medical condition and stuff like that. It's very complicated. Never mind, we kind of had like a falling out like years ago over a cyber situation that they didn't intellectually understand. It's not that they're dumb, it's just that specific situation, like the amount of intelligence, they ain't gonna get it. Am I sober? Yes, I don't do drugs. How many times I have to say that? That's kind of like an annoying ass repeat question. Like, you're just getting banned for that. What? No. No one for my woman. Only me. I've never been to Indonesia. Indonesia's got Komodo dragons. I don't exactly want to be homeless there. And if I was, I'm up in a tree. Like, high up in a tree. I do not have long before I bleed out. Because that wound's never going to clot because of how fucking Komodo dragons work. Nah, yeah, I can be mad for them asking, especially when I've had to answer it 1 trillion times and I'm a monetized YouTuber with nearly 14,000 subscribers now. Yes, it becomes an annoyingly redundant fucking question. No, that's not a drug. That's not the drug they're referring to. They're talking about meth, heroin, fentanyl, and crack cocaine and shit like that. Just shut the fuck up. And here they come in with this shit. Like, bro, I swear, like, dog, you need your ass beat. I don't know what goblin you think you're dealing with that has sold themselves out on YouTube and likes trolls. You're in the wrong fucking channel. And I will throw Reigns the Fox Lady at you evil motherfuckers. I'm 31. Hey, how you doing? I mean, I might have to get a little bit more graphic and forward with that one day to make sure I get my point across with that. I'm going to be dead ass serious with you. And I don't mean no disrespect to her what I'm about to do, though. Like, but I'm about getting fucking tired of it. Like, homie, you're going to stop. And there are going to be legal ramifications for this shit. Fuck your First Amendment right. Like, the internet's not the government. And what you're saying is leading people to kill themselves. And what you're doing that I have to tolerate in, like, I already know you're one of the many trolls that made that girl kill herself already. And all she did was talk to her fucking foxes and take care of foxes and rehabilitate them. That's it for her content. Like, no, homie, I will ruin your life and make you kill yourself if you continue down that course of action. It's getting old and boring. Like, homie, I've watched people be trolls on the internet for almost 31 years. And I didn't even have internet when I came out the womb, and I wasn't even conscious to deal with the internet at the time. But somehow for 31 years, I've been dealing with trolls. It's getting old. It's getting real fucking old. Grab a minor? I never grabbed a minor. I've worked a lot of customer service, Kyle. Sorry, I had to get rid of a bunch of the trolls. I've had a lot of customer service. I mean, like, literally, I've worked at I've delivered pizza at Papa John's, or, I mean, I've worked at Papa John's, Domino's, Pizza Hut, Marco's, Little Caesars, Burger King, McDonald's, Bojangles, Subway, Jersey Mike's, Lowe's Home Improvement, Cole Haan, Sports Endeavors, Uber, Murphy's, Taco Bell, Craft Art of the Taco, O'Charlie's, Yummy Japanese Steakhouse, where it was like a dine-in restaurant / hibachi. So I'm doing anywhere from like 4 to 13 people at a table, if not more. I want to say I said Cracker Barrel. I want to say I said Ruby Tuesdays. I've done voluntary setting up mobile homes. I've done voluntary electrical work with my dad. I've done voluntary independent contracting work. But yeah. And I mean, these places I can work at and like get a secret shopper, get 100 on, which is somebody that comes in privately for the company just to make sure the company's doing what they're doing. And like, you know, you're getting all your grades and everything. Like, you know, your sugars are in the color coordination they're supposed to be, even for colorblind people. Your salt, pepper shaker's full, clean. You know, you greeted them at all at the right time. I mean, I got 200 answering the phone there. I've got a bunch of 5-star reviews. I mean, I had 500 deliveries in Uber in less than like 3 months. Had 5 stars on that. And I've lost my job at a lot of these places because I cared about food sanitation. Like, I would be the one that if I touched raw meat, I'd change my gloves before I touched the rest of your food. They made sure the temperature of the cooler was up to date, you know, things were clean and all that good stuff. I lost my job a lot for doing that. And then then I worked at AutoZone. That was my last job. But while I was out of here homeless. But, you know, I only worked 1 day a week. And somehow I was misplacing all the items in the store. I had to have my hair back in a ponytail. Other people with longer hair than mine could have theirs down whatever the fuck they want. We had $2 million worth of product in the store, but apparently they didn't have any cameras. And then when I was charging my phone up front, where like customers couldn't see it anyways, like the boss, threatened to throw my phone in the sink. So I took a 2-hour lunch after that and decided I really don't need that fucking job. I'll just continue to stream. Like, I hurt my stream when I started working at AutoZone. And I'm not lying. You're just a dipshit that doesn't know shit from shit. And you think you're like some top shop type person, and you ain't shit. Like, you're the weakest link. Just shut the fuck up. Oh, yeah, I'd make a great health inspector, too. I'd have to shut down 99% of this town. Oh, wait, then I worked at La Fiesta, too. I am originally from North Carolina. I was born and raised here. Stop drinking the Kool-Aid. You're just giving me a big defamation check, that's all. Stop drinking the Kool-Aid. I already know I'm getting asked off-the-wall questions of how old are you, where do you live, and it kind of consistently stays with that. Yes, you've believed the bullshitter. Walk away from them. You're about to fuck around and find out and get fucked up bad. Like, homie, I own X now. Bad. Of like how bad they fucked up. Like that. That's all it took. That quick. Oh, yeah. I got X in a breach of contract, man. I reported somebody last night and they didn't want to do anything about it. Okay, homie. Chilling today in Chicago, you ain't gonna be chilling much longer. Hopefully you don't have any outstanding warrants. And you ain't a criminal organization member. Sorry, homie. You ain't gonna be chilling much longer. I'm gonna enforce my plan through all 50 states. I don't know who the fuck you think you are. I don't give a fuck Trump in the office or not, motherfucker. That's my plan. I can keep telling you to your face, you're gonna forget in like 30 minutes when you go see Battlefield 6 or GTA 6 clips anyways. Homie, I don't care. You're gonna stop defending lawlessness. Like, homie, you defend one more Hamas person, bro, I'm gonna kick in your door. I'm gonna take all your shit, your family, and hold them hostage. Like, I'm gonna treat you like Hamas treated Israel, and we'll see how much you're gonna be over there chanting pro-Palestine. You're gonna be like, oh shit, that's what they did. Fuck those people. Like, bro, I just shush. That shit's so annoying. So fucking tired of seeing that shit. If you want Palestine free, go over there and get rid of Hamas. It'll be free in the next 5 seconds. You can do it. If they didn't shut the fuck up. I have teeth, yeah. Am I good? Yeah, I'm good. Just dealing with dumbasses all day. Jesus. This looks like quit smoking glue. Oh God. Now they like free Israel. Now they want Israel to die. Israel better run. They're coming. They're like, oh no, Matt's over there. Get him! Ruin it! Israel better run. The party poopers are coming, boy. Run! Benjamin, they coming, boy. The party poopers are coming. You know how stupid I sound right now? You know how stupid you sound, actually? Yeah, bro, let's move our space command from the central of America in the middle, where it's going to be the safest, and put it right on the edge of America. And one of the most corrupt states, too. Let's put our space command right there. Like right near all the Chinese farms and everything. Get! Like, hey, I know I'm an invisible dragon here. Y'all gotta put down the drugs and leave the goddamn kids alone. Y'all fucking everything up. No, last time I checked, we had this done, wrapped, set match, and then you came in like a bunch of angry, butthurt, jealous motherfuckers and ruined it. Free Nelson Mandela. I have peace, bro. I'm just getting into my political rants and expressing my First Amendment right. Sorry if you don't like some of my jokes and opinions. You can get the fuck over it. Take your fucking DEFCON 1 Karen ass on somewhere. Not with you. I wish I was on drugs, Leonardo. I swear I wish I was on drugs. I could possibly endure it. Something about Norway. Parents really didn't give up on me, but okay. Primitive camping's federally illegal everywhere. Kick tracks. Epstein's dead, bro. But primitive camping's federally legal everywhere. But a lot of the people that are getting arrested by Trump and everything going through the crime are a bunch of people evading the law that have outstanding warrants. Or they're like on drugs or have drugs in their possession, like type shit. But usually they just get a ticket for that more than getting arrested. And it's more or less because they have outstanding warrants. And I don't know why they would run from that. It's just better to get that shit over the fuck with, and then come out and be homeless. Because no matter what you do, and if you get caught, you're going back, like you're gonna be homeless again. No matter what you were doing, and how much money you get, you're better off just serving your time and getting it over with. And it don't matter if you're in another state. If they really want to be a dick, they can extradite you back. They'll see your warrant in their system and can arrest you there and then just put you in holding and extradite you right back to the state you belong in. That's if they want to arrest you. There's been some videos where they're like, bro, you have a bunch of warrants on your name, and like you're like I've seen one video of it where the guy called him like the Johnny Appleseed of warrants because he had a warrant for like everything. Yeah, I'm a monetized YouTuber. What do you do for work? I don't need magic in my day. I got God, Jesus Christ, what's your most sacred Bible? I don't need no damn sorcerer. I'm a plant. I just photosynthesize off the sunshine. I don't need to eat food. It charges my AI reptilian synthetic body. My secret to a good life, God, Jesus Christ, and the most sacred Bible. Yeah, Ari. I don't have any friends from the UK. Y'all must feel sorry for me. Never mind. Okay. Oh, you're going to start feeling sorry for me soon, that's for sure. You're going to be like, God damn, I wish Trump never ordered peace. Ruined it all. Matt was right. Goddamn pedophile. Stupid Trump. Why'd they elect him twice after knowing he fucked Katie Johnson? Got a goddamn ass clown in the White House. I don't know, David. I don't know who you are, buddy. That's incredibly gay, bro. Did the blacks do this to me? What kind of question is that? Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. That might be the most racist thing I've read all day today. I'm gonna be honest with you. What, Jessica? What's cool? I'm sorry, I'm getting lost in the trolls and trying to ban it all. And no, I don't do any fishing and hunting. I can, but there's so much food that goes to waste at stores. I don't do it. Okay, like, bro, can we actively hunt this person down and, like, kill them? I am being dead serious. I give a fuck about the LGBTQ community. No, I don't have to watch what I say anymore. At all. Y'all are just gonna get the fuck out of my stream. That's it. Yeah, they're still towed. They're oil proof, electric proof, slip proof. Kind of waterproof. When it gets more up into the top part here and the water gets up here, you got a little bit of issues. It can kind of maintain a seal for a bit, but it's gonna seep through. Bitcoin's a Ponzi scheme that was used for the child trafficking rings and drugs, but I don't know. People want to keep living under a rock. Do you have any family? Yes, but it's complicated. And a lot of them are dead. Dad died of cancer, granddad died of cancer, uncle died of cancer. My mom's mom died of cancer. My grandma died of cancer. It's throughout my whole life, but I know people are slowly dying off. One of my cousins was murdered, and the other one killed himself. Albeit, I want to say that one was possible murder as well, but somebody was on the phone with him, so they probably would have heard somebody in the background. And the other one, I could almost but they had a drug problem, so they probably were just erratically driving drunk. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, and then one of my other uncles was murdered. Albeit he did stupid shit, but nonetheless, they could have just broke his legs, but they tried to write that off as something else, but I already know what happened. And then the FBI can't find my mother's sister, and there's no missing persons report on them either. So that tells you about as far as your justice system goes. And then when my whole cyberstalker situation began, I called the FBI, albeit it was the weekend. I was kind of ripping them a new one because they were closed on the weekend. I'm like, crime never stops. What do you mean y'all ain't working on the weekend? But nonetheless, when that Monday came around years ago, they called my dad to tell him to tell me to stop calling. So there's America for you in the last, in a quick 5-minute excerpt. And that's what you're about to take to World War III. And then you can just look at the Ukraine-Russian war situation. You can really see how incompetent they are. Sure, they got nice toys that go boom, but they're just a bunch of fucking morons. It's just like Russia. And China will be no different. Or India, or anyone else. And they're all the fucking same. Smoke a joint, dude? Still Team 6 would be out here in the woods if I was smoking a joint. Bro, I sneeze wrong. Still Team 6 is on speed dial. These motherfuckers got bigger and more better priorities to be focused on, but I sneezed wrong. They got them on speed dial. My name's Matthew Neville Golding. I don't know why you're calling me that. Oh, you're talking about that person. My bad. Sorry, I'm getting so used to getting shit talked to me. I get narcissistic a little bit. My bad. Let me unban him. Yeah, when I got arrested for resist, obstruct, and delay. When I pulled over and because my car's wheels were wobbly because my tires were bare as a baby's bottom. And then like a state trooper had someone pulled over in front of me and they asked me what I was doing. And then I snapped on them because the weigh station was also opened the next day after I made a Facebook post about it being closed for 8 months. And then Congress had 3 hearings of like fentanyl crisis in America. So I told that motherfucker to rip that ticket up and whatever he's doing, get his ass back to the weigh station. Well, they didn't like that. I got arrested 3 days later when I was going to get my mom discharged from the hospital after she got out of surgery for her aneurysm. And then she had to get a ride home from the hospital and then go get her car back while someone got her and took her back to the house because she's bedridden in recovery because she got out of surgery. And then I get arrested and have a $6,000 bond. And I was the primary and only caretaker for my mom, paying all the bills, working 16, 20-hour days. You can only drive for 12 hours with Uber, but through driving to the customer and where you're at, waiting for another order, gas, bathroom breaks, and food, it's about a 16, 20-hour day. And then like driving all the way back home. They didn't give a fuck about that. And then the last 1,082 days are history. When I got out of jail, I was arrested August 12th, 2022 until September 15th, 2022. I was in there for 34 days. And you can't find it on my record because they disposed it. And I have to go to the courts and get them to have it on public record. They are trying to hide it. So I have to go to the courts and get it undisposed and shown into public record because they're trying to hide it from people. Yeah, I mean, you could just be a fucking law grad. Like, in school still. Don't even have your bar license and they're like, bro, that's the easiest constitutional violation lawsuit I've ever seen in my life. And I almost had to fight, busting out laughing in front of the judge's face when she was over there trying to dictate my First Amendment right in front of people. I literally officed that shit and looked right over to the crowd and started smiling. Because they read everything out and what I did and what I said to the cop. And I damn well know everyone was like, damn, I wish I would have said that to somebody. And I looked over to everyone grinning, boy. I mean, there was people in the block I was with that were telling me about that. They're like, bro, you're lucky you weren't black or you would have got shot. And I was like, bro, I was like, you're not wrong. I'm going to be honest with you. I was like, you're not wrong. And you know what? I'm going to abuse my privilege to do the right thing, though. Hey, if I can get away with yelling at these people and not getting shot, like, hey, I'll do the yelling. I'll get my point across. But they want to shoot me anyways, though. I had one, like, when I got pulled over for a speeding ticket one time, I had, like, the cop was black, and I had my hands 10 and 2 on the wheel and everything. This motherfucker is, like, reached for his gun, like, twice. He's like, get your hands on the wheel. And I'm like, bro, they're up here. Like, what do you mean? And he's done trying to pull his gun on me there. I give him everything he asked for. And then, like, you know, I'm like he tries to pull his gun on me again because I'm, like, leaning out the window with my head out the window talking shit to him. He's going back to the car. And he's trying to reach for his gun again. I'm like, you a fucking bitch. I'm like, quit reaching for your gun. I'm like, my goddamn hands are right here, bitch. Like, it's all on his dash cam, too, with him trying to reach for his gun. Yeah, like, homie, you that scared? You don't need to be in that line of work. Like, bro, I almost got ran over twice yesterday. Want to know what my heart rate was at? Da-doop, da-doop, da-doop. I'll be damned I'm pulling someone over. I'm going to be over here reaching for my gun. Hey! I keep acting erratic like that, yeah, someone's probably going to reach for their gun because they're going to fear for their life. They ain't doing anything wrong. I'm going to be honest with you. Everyone should have a right to self-defense. Like, goddamn, I'm being compliant and everything, and you're trying to reach for your gun. Like, goddamn, did the police whore of the group not fucking suck your dick tonight or something? That goes and traps everybody else being a fucking e-whore? What, she not jerk the dog off enough for you today? Whatever, like, weird, sick cult shit you got going on in there? I saw that post. Woman sleeps with fucking 6 officers. They had the dog in the pictures. They had the dog in the pictures. I saw that too. What the fuck? Bro. No. The picture wouldn't have been there. Technically a dog, if it's a police officer or military dog, it's technically a veteran. Like, no, it's considered an officer. It's an actual member of that group. So yes, if it's a cop, it's an officer. So if you kill the dog, yes, you killed a federal officer of the law. So unfortunately, you gotta let Cujo take a chunk out of your ass. Or you're getting in a lot of trouble. And if you beat the dog, that's assault on an officer. Depending on what you beat it with, it's assault with a deadly intent. Hey. Like, bro, they're all fucking crackheads anyways, in on that shit. You go to the military, be like, who's the leader? And go to the leader and be like, who's all on your payroll? Just hack his phone and be like, oh, there they all are. Like, yep, there are all these pieces of shit. Oh, look, there's the mayor, there's the governor. There's that judge, there's that judge. Oh, here's this police captain. Oh, there's that sheriff. I got them all. How much, Daryl? Same old shit, different day. I'm in North Carolina. Write a book. I need to write a book. I made a meme about that. It was the meme where it's the guy that's about to say something and then walks away. And I was like, I'm going to write a book. I made a meme about that years ago before the internet lost their fucking minds. Bambino, we all know why the dog was in the picture. The dog got a red rocket, brother. I don't do drugs. But I don't know. They having all these people like turning up that look like they've been on too many bath salts or like fentanyl, kind of just turning themselves in. I gotta say, I ain't Mike, I'm Matt. Oh, God. I'm like, I like, bro, what happened to like old school rap, man? Like some Biggie Smalls, bro. I'm being dead ass serious. Like Word Up magazine putting diamond carrots in my baby girl's ear. I'm butchering the song, but like, why'd it go from that to fucking hose, bitch, gang, 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 gang? Like, that's where I'm lost at more than anything. Something that I enjoy. I enjoy politics, ironically enough. Something that I miss. Uh, I don't know. Hold on one second. I'm going to have to mute this. Okay, never mind. They turned their music down. Something that I missed, though. I mean, I give the cliche answer of somebody in my family being passed away, but like, I something that I missed though. Like, I can't think of anything. I mean, like, something that I truly missed though. Like, outside of my kid though, like, there ain't gonna be much I miss. And I don't like bringing that up too much on the stream. It's because like I'm trying to keep it quiet, but get that handled at the same time. Like, more than anything, I didn't even know I had one. So if anything I miss, it's that. Because like, oh, beer, like me and her mother probably would have never like it. It could have worked out. It could have not worked out, but at least I could have been there through the pregnancy and everything. Like, I mean, sure, it'd be nice to be able to still do what I did, but like, I would rather be a responsible adult and know of something happening rather than it getting thrown on me surprise while I'm in the middle of some very important stuff. And I'm not going to be like one of those people, ooh, get it away from me. It's like, okay, that's, I'll, all right. I mean, like, that's what I'm being, like, honest about. Like, and then I got this monetized stream so I can work around that whole schedule anyway. So, like, it's, Lord works in mysterious ways. I try to be. But I'm being serious on the rap thing, though. Because it's all that trap shit, bro. Like, no. Like, I wasn't even a big rap listener back in the day, but it was a lot more civil than whatever the fuck it is now. It was a little edgy, but, like, nothing in what it is today. Leather jacket to go with the shades. Yeah, Lord willing, I'm still alive. And feel the music. Jesus talks to you in a lot of ways, but, you know, it's not just going to be verbal. No, John, Jesus is always there. It's not that it matters or not. They're always there, albeit it may be they didn't give you an answer. No, they're giving you an answer, you just don't see their answer yet. Or you're not wanting to accept it. And work through and understanding that relationship. Ghost Torian. I appreciate that, Bobby. Yeah, I got some scabs on my face because of bug bites. Well, I'm in North Carolina. Who the fuck has been Shepherd Pie? I didn't delete your question, Tammy, but I'm going to delete that one. And you as a whole. You got to understand, when that message gets deleted, I'm banning you outright. That's why all the messages get deleted. Like, you're not going to be able to talk again. Neither. I'm not in Nashville or Winston-Salem. I'm 2 hours from the mountains and 2 hours from the beach. What's up? Hey, from America. Hold on, let me put my country accent on here, boy. Get on my John Deere tractor. I can't drink that Bud Light shit because that goddamn Dylan Mulvaney gas. Fucking ruining the goddamn Bud Light. I gotta go. I can't even drink my Budweiser, Weisenheimer thing. They went woke. They going broke. I had to drink this Corona, though. I gotta worry about that, though. I gotta get the vaccine, because if I drink the Corona, I can get the COVID virus. And then I gotta go get my Big Mac sauce injection straight into my American pure-blooded vein. And go shoot my goddamn guns, boy. Woo! Excuse me. Did you say oil? You need freedom? There are some inhumane activities being conducted by your government if you say you have oil in there, and I am here to bring you freedom. you say, oil? A little bit about my story. I did the right thing. No one likes you when you do the right thing. Very few people like you. Everyone else is gonna hate you. Everyone else is gonna hate you. I don't care what it is. You do the right thing. Everyone's gonna hate you. No, they're gonna do everything in their power to make you look bad. Whoops, I accidentally hit my video thingy over here. I don't have too much to worry about over here, thankfully. It's not pretty vague, it's pretty spot on. I mean, you can go look through all my social media if you want. I'm not talking about my story. Not all of it's legal. Well, I mean, it is, but people aren't happy about it. No, I mean, if I wanted to, and where it kind of sits, like it's legal, but like it's by the seat of my ass legal, and I don't really feel like pushing it further beyond those bounds. Yeah. No, that's not legal. No. No, that's not legal. Can I poach? No, I can't poach. It don't sound funny. Getting into conversations of people no longer being above the ground 6 feet in one piece is probably not a generally acceptable conversation on YouTube. Do I work? Yes, I'm a monetized YouTuber. Well, cool. They weren't asking for your story, they were asking for my story. That sounds very unfortunate. Okay, well, you better get rid of your phone. The weather's fine. It's going to be raining soon. Later in the week. Maybe sooner, but it's great right now. That's not work. Okay, yep. Because you're not a monetized YouTuber. It's not work. That's all it is. No, I've never been to Virginia. I appreciate y'all subscribing. Yeah. I gotta stop yelling so much. Again, that week and a half off killed my voice. I gotta start yelling more and shit. I mean, albeit smoking doesn't help, but like, bro, that's why my voice is so gone. No, I'm not talking about myself. Like, dude, stop. You are not my girlfriend or wife. These are conversations I'm not gonna have with you. These are conversations I'll have for her so she'll understand why I am the fucking way I am. She knows what the fuck she's getting into. Jesus Christ. No, I don't have a son. I have a daughter. Oh, God. JD's a narc. Yeah, I know they are. Buddy, it's a cigarette, bro. That's not, this ain't weed. Not really, no. I've had a possum come around my shelter. All I did was throw a Coke bottle at it and it ran away. It waddled off away. Wouldn't really call that fighting off an animal. It was just a little too close to the shelter. Just threw a bottle at it. And then the shit I was going after, I just threw it further in the woods for it. My family with me? I mean, my family's a complicated situation. Wait, what? No, I know cigarettes, Jessica. I was actually around a woman that like didn't like me smoking, but nonetheless accepted it. I'd probably smoke less to begin with. Yeah, I'm like, bro, like I'd say wildlife out here has really not been a problem for me. No, I don't see my daughter. I didn't even know I had a daughter. It just got sprung up on me. That's it. It was like surprise before you continue down this path of actually wanting to put people in the dirt. You're not alone, dipshit. Jesus Christ, how many times do I have to fucking reiterate that goddamn shit? And then I poked on it. Wasn't even like I could get into it a little bit, poked on it a little bit, and then it ran. It ran. I was like, oh shit. Parental instincts are real. Oh shit. Woo! And they'd lost their mind even fucking further. Like, I know it's a legitimate question, but that's kind of what happened. And I get asked it so much, but I've always like kind of beat around the bush of, oh, I was doing things in my life, and like, yeah, I was trying to put people in the dirt. I mean, theoretically, kind of was. In essence. That this was a quick reminder of, are you sure about that? Because somebody will inherit this, the consequences of this action. That's all it was, and it made me reconsider decisions I was doing then, which was years ago at this point. Years. Yeah, the state birds carry a cardinal, though. All right, Richard, thanks for tuning in. You have a blessed rest of your day. Yes, North Carolina has 4 seasons. They can be all 4 seasons in 1 week. It can be hot, cold, spring, fall. Pantera's a pretty good band. Jesus Christ, you a big one. It's a big-ass mosquito. Well, I'm well aware of that, Anthony. No, I want my kid. I'm upset at the fact that I didn't know I had one. That's where my anger is coming from. I'm not one of these dudes that's gonna be like, oh, I have a kid, I don't have no responsibility to it. Great, I'm gonna go do me. No. That's not how I was raised. Trust me. And the minute I find out about that, like, homie, I got to take care of my kid. And then, like, albeit I'm gonna kick my own ass if I don't. Bro, my dad's gonna come back out the grave and beat my ass. Somehow reverse his cremation, come back to life, and beat the shit out of me. Like, homie, it will be a Dragon Ball Z moment. And no, he's coming back to beat my ass. Not save me. Especially if I didn't take care of my kid. That ain't the way he raised me. That ain't the way he raised me at all. Yeah, I know who Jesus is, Charlie. Yeah. Like, at the end of the day, I could give a fuck about the relationship working out. Cool, that would have been great. But, like, at the end of the day, like, I could have been there the entire time. That's what pisses me off. Albeit probably not there the entire time, but, like, hey, you know, all that money I was making when I was out here being a bachelor, like, no, I could have helped put towards your rent or something to help alleviate your pregnancy. And then I wouldn't be being a jackass bachelor the entire time. Yeah. I know, but like, as much as I didn't know is an excuse for me, I'm not taking it. I still feel like I have a moral obligation of responsibility to that situation in some way, shape, or form. I mean, they can't even spell English. A through Z discussions, we talk about anything from religion, politics, fashion, games, movies, what's going on in someone's day. I try to ignore, like, get rid of all the troll bullshit. A little banter amongst the community, and like, all that's okay. But like, we all know the difference. Do I live in the woods? Yes, I live in the woods. I'm slowly but surely getting out of that position, though. Now that I'm a monetized YouTuber, I've only been monetized for a month. It's not like I get tens of thousands of dollars every month. I make just enough to get through the months here. Yes, James, but here's the thing, like, I could have easily got her pregnant, moved on, and she confused it for somebody else that came into her life. That's the problem. And she truly didn't know. Albeit she knew when that blood test came back and it didn't say the same. It probably became a who. Because I ain't trying to throw around allegations or anything, but hey, I mean, obviously that one's mine, so. But. No, I didn't give her AIDS. Possibility. No, it's mine. Oh, wait. You unban them. What a goat. Why are you doing that, though? And I wanted a kid. And ironically enough, I've always wanted a daughter. Like, that's the funny part of it all. So, like, I gotta ban that comment a little bit. They might have worded it wrong. Other people, KK. Other people. Exit strategy for what? Homie, there is no exit strategy. This is it. Like, you're either gonna be here anymore or you're not. Like, this is it. Wait, what? Just don't get hung up. I mean, I'm not getting too hung up. I want to be there active in my kid's life, though, for sure, but I do a lot of stupid shit, so, like, I can only get so upset at her mother. But at this point, as much noise as I've made about it, it's kind of too late. Like, you really can't hide from me. Like, no. And albeit if there were to be a nuclear missile launch, I definitely want to be by your side in the last 5 minutes you have left. How about that? That's where we're fucking headed. You don't want on this train. Sorry, homie, you can just sit there and wait to die then. Okay, Anthony. Let's do that. Don't know who they're promoting in my chat, so. Oh, the guy that donated. Sorry, that's what he's talking. I appreciate that, Black Wing. Counting the days down. I'm counting the days up. Bro, the day look, I'm going to tell you this is how it's going to go. Okay, look. Let's get in a hypothetical scenario. I got all the money I need. I found the house. I put the down payment, everything. Take my motherfucking key out. Put it in the door. Unlock it. Take one goddamn step in. It's going to be an ICBM warning from China. Because they have launched ICBMs at us. I'm going to therefore become homeless again, and then somebody in the royal family is going to pass away. That's what's going to happen when I get a fucking home. I mean, everything I've gotten closer to having a house and like kind of being away from the internet. Does China really get rambunctious around Taiwan? Every fucking time. I'm gonna keep counting up. I don't give a fuck about crypto. It's a Ponzi scheme that was used to buy illicit drugs and fucking traffic children. Y'all are stupid for buying into a Ponzi scheme. Discarded cigarette. Like, bro, there's a pack here and I got packs here. What? What positive things have I done today? A lot. Push for the release of the Jeffrey Epstein files. Remind people, move other people in a more correct direction. I don't know. America really doesn't like to listen. It's selective. Chicago's getting a little iffy with what I'm trying to do. They're a little scared. Stop smoking? No, I'm going to keep smoking cigarettes. The scariest thing that's happened? Finding out that I have a kid when I didn't know I had a kid. That's probably the scariest thing that's happened to me. Have I been threatened by Bobby, I'm threatened by people every day, 24/7. Whether I'm on the live, off the live, on the internet, bro, I'm threatened every day. It's not going to be the first time, nor it's going to be the last. I'm going to be honest with you. Don't know who that is. Dave Mustaine. To save you from that god-awful doomsday fucking YouTube algorithm. What monster has approved that algorithm to be popular for everyone when you go through shorts? What evil being was like, yes, whatever this dumb shit is, throw it in there. And then shit you want to see? No, you don't get it in your algorithm. You have to scroll through like 500 videos. It sucks in North Carolina. Go read my prayer. That should explain North Carolina to the T, which you need to know. I'm gonna be honest with you, my entire situation is a stay away from America. Hate America, unfortunate, like radicalization though. Yeah, it's like a double-edged sword. I feel bad for that. That's why I wish they'd stop doing what they're doing. It's like, no, homie, other people see this and they don't like it. Please stop. That's all I can say. Oh, God. And throwing elbows everywhere to make my way through this bitch, boy. Just boo! Oh, my God. Just throwing bows everywhere, boy. The beast. Trust me, Bo, you ain't getting raptured. It's only going to be like 144,000 people, if any, getting raptured. I'm going to be honest with you. Homie, you might as well accept you ain't getting raptured. I'm sober. I'm getting tired of getting asked that question. Yes, I'm originally from NC. I was born and raised here. Oh, it's fine. No, I'm disappointed in it, but I'm fixing it slowly but surely here. It's taking a minute. I've got it. I'm just having to throw elbows everywhere, theoretical elbows. Albeit in the side, in the face. I'm throwing them, bro. Just whether I'm side, you just like shut up, or because you're behind me, like shush. I'm throwing elbows. Like, I see where I can go and shit. Like, yeah, I'm like, someone starts running their mouth in the wrong way. Like, no, I'm gonna stomp on your foot. Trust me, if I wanted to say something that aggressive, I will say it myself. I got it. We get to stay down here and deal with a seven-headed beast and everything and meet Jesus in his angriest form, I think. To be honest with you. You know, we pretty much, long story short, we get to be American Dad Stan type thing. Long story short. That's what we get. For a brief period there until Jesus comes in. Long story short. I mean, you read Revelations, I read Revelations. Long story short, I mean, I ain't trying to put it into the idolatry of a cartoon, but, you know, something along those lines, but a lot more horrific. Fun times. Like, don't get me wrong, we still believe in Jesus and everything, but, like, it's going to be fun. Yes. We got to go through some shit first. Because those three beasts are going to be running around causing a lot of havoc on humanity. I don't even think it'll be in our generation or the next generation. You know, I don't know when it's going to be. But nonetheless, you got to go through all that. That are pretty much going to play God, and God ain't going to play that game and get very upset. You know, yeah. What's up? What? I'm not peaceful. I just have peace. Bro, this is a regular tobacco vape. No, I'm not getting high. And I'd like to say I have peaceful eyes, Jackson, but I don't. They've closed up some. More than they used to be. They used to be way up here. Like, you know, way open. They're not anymore. I read the New King James Version, the Old Testament. I prefer the Old Testament. I want to go get the original in the Vatican and read it, but I don't speak Aramaic or Greek, whatever it's required. Albeit, I wish they would stream it on YouTube just one time, so that way it could be forever translated and people have it. And then all that bullshit conspiracy right out the window. If only they got the satanic Bible down there. Like, bye-bye bullshit. Bye-bye Satan's playground of fucking people's consciousness and paranoia. Like, Yeah, club. 'Cause shit keeps getting more expensive. Trump and his economics. My grocery prices are going up, not down. Bro, when I'm paying $5 for a fucking water, you're doing something wrong. Please stop. Paul Miller? No, I don't know who that is. Yeah, me too, Joe Club. I'm glad to see my back ain't hurting anymore. Exactly, Jackson. That's my point. You know, I understand like the fear of possible radicalism, depending on like how it's worded. But if you know true believers of the Bible, know to not enact on any of that because they're not sin free and have no right or authority to judge somebody. But it's the original text that you know as close as it can get to being back in that time. So people aren't confused. And then you can see up all the way to the new translations, and it's like, oh, it's the fucking same. It's not this, oh, they've been doing this, and like, no, it ends all that. And I understand it's a very old book, and like I understand you probably got to be in like some biohazard suit so your acid and your breath don't fucking destroy the book. Because you just turning the page, that whole page can. Because it's old, old. I mean, you can, but you're gonna run some risk if you want to drink tap water in the U.S. All the water on Earth is contaminated to begin with. And then all our oceans are contaminated with fecal matter. So, I mean, you know, I wouldn't drink ocean water, but I appreciate that, Club. Thanks for tuning in. I always believed in God, Jesus Christ, let's for everyone's sacred Bible. I don't like labeling myself Christian. Technically, I'm supposed to be Jewish. But I always feel like the Lord's home's divided. Because when you get into talking about God, Jesus Christ, and Holy Spirit, let's take the Bible, let's get into all the religions. You got Christianity, Catholicism, Mormon, Baptist, Presbyterian, Orthodox, Evangelic, Hebrew. I mean, I could keep going, but if you were to take a priest from all one of those branches, so to speak, and have them talk about the Lord and the Holy Trinity, they're all going to be fighting at some point. You'll have to get in the middle of them or they'll like start physically hurting each other. If you let that conversation go on long enough, type thing. And you know, they can't, I feel like they'd stop themselves beforehand, but you get my point. But I've always believed in the Lord. I started reading the Bible when I was a kid, but then I stopped reading it, and I went to go play video games. But I always believed in the Holy Trinity. I went to church a lot when I was a kid. We weren't like a big church family, but like I'd go to church a lot. And people I'd hang out with would go to church a lot, and I ended up being there with them, so. I've attended a lot of churches. It's pretty interesting. Lord willing, I'm doing great. And then, hey, Lost Wi-Fi, how you doing? Sorry, I was thinking about something. I'm in North Carolina. I've always lived here. Shit, I might have cancer, to be honest with you. Albeit they labeled it hematemesis. That is kind of a side effect of cancer. Albeit when I went in, they weren't looking for cancer. They were dealing with me having those effects of hematemesis. But I feel like that's the underlying factor of that, more than anything. No, I have not thought about Islam, nor do I care to. Because you kind of can't change or add to what's in the Bible, and Islam is after the Bible. So you're trying to, like, add to and change the Bible, and I just can't care for that. I have nothing against people who are Islamic, because I do look at the Bible verse where one of Jesus' disciples come up to him and say, hey, there are these people over here using your name and healing people in your name. And Jesus says, leave them alone, that's your friend. I like to extend the olive branch and look at that as like Islam a little bit, because Jesus and Mother Mary, I want to say, are referenced, I think, 73 or 93 times throughout the Quran. And then a lot of Muslims I've talked to through the live stream look at Jesus as God. They don't see Jesus as like a Trinity. They just look at Jesus as God and the Holy Spirit and all as one being. But they look at more like, is Muhammad as the prophet? I don't know. It depends which Muslim you talk to. That's what I'm getting at, Lost Wi-Fi. It depends on which Muslim you talk to. No, Muhammad was the prophet in Islam. That's why people get upset if you show, like, you know, allegedly Muhammad's face and all that, and like insult Muhammad. That's why they get so upset, because they look at Muhammad as the prophet. They look at Jesus as God. Albeit they say Allah, that's just their translation in Arabic for God. If you're in Mexico or down anywhere in the Latin America area, it's going to be Dios. That's God. That's how you say God there, Dios. It's just because they don't speak English and say God. They're saying God, it's just in their language. Like, homie, I don't speak old school Aramaic, let alone like really good Judaism. So like, in Hebrew, like, I gotta learn that. It's not technically English. No, I didn't say I could walk a mile in a minute. I can walk a mile in about 8 minutes, 7 minutes, yeah. It goes. That's how my day's going so far. Rose. A lot of them. No, I mean, religion's not the only thing that keeps people moving in difficult times, Faze. No, self-preservation keeps people moving as well. Technically, but I feel like there's an old one that's in Aramaic. They just don't talk about it. Because originally it's going to be the original language of what was in Israel. Like, bro, that's where all they were. That's where the fucking original Bible is. It's going to be in that language. I mean, using common sense. Like, definitely don't know how the Greek have the original Bible. Albeit Jesus died, I don't ever remember Israel being seized and overtaken and raided completely to the T from everyone. Lord kind of didn't ever allow that. Let's say really fucked up, but even when they did fuck up, they still were there. Oh. Must be nice when I read that book. Like, especially coming from, you gotta understand, coming from an American citizen perspective. That, I mean, albeit I talk a lot of shit about this place, reading the Bible's kind of funny because, it's kind of like being a theoretical America, so to speak. Because, like, bro, you got all the cards to win theoretically. I mean, bro, like, look at that. Like, perfect setup. I mean, that's like S tier, like, base stat set you can have. Like, yeah. So coming from an American perspective, it's kind of it's funny to read. I don't know. I got a different perspective on things. Well, Jerusalem, excuse me. Yeah, I say it's more than just religion to keep people going in dark times. Because at the end of the day, I'm sorry, if you're in the middle of a war, like, well, let me rephrase this. We're not even getting in the middle of a war. Let's get a little bit more into like an equal realization of faith here for everyone. You didn't get raptured. Are you gonna be the person on the cross that says you're gonna condemn the Lord? You know what I mean? Come on, miracle boy. Why didn't you save me? Or are you gonna be like, okay, I get it. I kind of deserve this. Type thing. Some people's faith will waver. You know what I mean? They'll either condemn the Lord or they'll be like, okay, I get it. And move through it and continue with the Lord through what the Lord wants them to understand. Lord willing, I make it through it. True, Montgomery. True. Lord willing, everything's been. Excuse me. Outside of my standard trials and tribulations, everything's been hunky dory. I'm 6 feet above ground. Had a great day, beautiful weather. Watching the clouds come in. So. I mean, I do the same thing, Face. Yeah, I don't know how people do it either without the Lord. Me, personally, I feel with the Lord, you have a better sense of danger. Personally. Your Darwinism, fight or flight, stronger, survival of the fittest really kicks in with the Lord's help. Like, oh, be it some people like, oh, he's tweaking. Like, nah. It's like, nah, there's something really about to go down. Mm-hmm. I've done a lot of dumb things in my life, and condemning the Lord is not one of them. And then you got to distinguish the difference between Satan fucking with you and testing your faith in the Lord. You got to remember, if God let Satan fuck with Jesus and Job, you are no different. And Satan's coming at you like a roaring lion, albeit it may be a literal roaring lion running at you, but in other ways. All that food you ate today, all that gluttony, if you're a promiscuous person, all that adultery you've done today, all that money and greed you've made today. You can go down the list. You're getting eaten by a roaring lion, so to speak. I don't choose homelessness. Well, I mean, who hasn't? Bro, if you just look at a woman and are like, ooh, I want to fuck that, or ooh, she got a nice ass, or ooh, look at them tits. Bro, you've committed adultery in your heart, and you've already sinned. You've committed in sexual immorality, you might as well fucked her. Out of wedlock, you know what I mean? You practically did. Albeit it was in your heart, mind, and soul type thing, you sinned. Like, it's that easy. It's that easy to sin. It's difficult. And albeit, yeah, you got money from somebody today, but that person was evil. They got that money from robbing somebody. You know what I mean? Boom. You're using cursed money, albeit you're unbeknownst to it, but You know, if it was back in the day and you had gold shillings and all the coins and stuff, you could at least put it in a fire and, like, try to cleanse it. Like you were supposed to do with any war trophies. Or was according to part of the ritual. To at least sanctify it. Well, I appreciate the $10 donation. Good for the day. Well, I appreciate it. Dude, you can sit there and ask me questions through the stream. What do you mean? You are technically on a podcast with me right now. Like, I'm confused on that statement. Like, do you not understand where you are yet or not? Like, I know where I am and it's kind of funny. And again, I'm throwing elbows everywhere, boy. Like, boy, I'm trying to get in here. I ain't trying to make everyone mad at me, but man, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I ain't moving. You see this face, you're gonna see this face until the day you die. Like, these sitting in them chairs. Oh, Lord. I'm gonna be on your ass like fly on shit, man. Am I a veteran? No. And Jackson, if I was legitimately a veteran, I would not tell you. That does not help my case, but I am not a veteran. I am legitimately a civilian. Well, no, Hell Dragon, if I do, like, if I've thought about a legitimate feature. No, I'm going to, no, I know exactly who I want to do a first feature with. And it's a ballet dancer. And they have the same name as me. And then I want to also go find the previous owner of Dockside Dolls and have an interview with him too, who has the same name as me as well. And just be like, hey man, you know, when I was a kid growing up, you had the same name as me, and like people were always asking me about the strip club. You know, I'm like, yeah, hey everybody. No, that one, fuck that guy. Why, no. All of us? No, we're tired of that one tainting our name. This is some bullshit cancel culture shit. Nah, homie, don't hate on the... Bro, there's some beautiful ballet dancers. Like, bro, you'll see me out on that fucking stage. I'll be like goddamn Batman over there on my boat. Y'all some haters. Bro chose a good career to get into. There's some hot-ass women and some ballet, boy. And they flexible. But, let me see, before I digress into an inappropriate conversation... No. No. No, just for some funny shit. No. People were playing too many games, and it's like, homie, you can confuse me for all these other people right here, too. No, there's that one jackass right there we all see. We know it's ruining all our names. No, I wouldn't blame you. I'd retire too. I don't want to be famous anymore. The other one's a strip club owner. That's more of a funny one. But, nah, that's... Bro. It's like by design, too. Like, I'm about to go look up somebody named, like, Jimmy Donaldson out there that has that and put it right there at the top of Google. Every famous YouTuber, by the way, I'm going to find somebody with the same name as you, and we're going to put that search result of somebody right there just so it looks like you. And let's see what your chat begins to do. Let's see what happens to your subscriber count. Oh, wait, and let's start looking at some of your behavior that's already been caught and exposed on the internet, though. Yeah. Different story now. I'm just starting out, Bo. We don't play that here. You gotta be 18 years old or you getting the fuck out. And they releasing the Jeffrey Epstein list. Why am I so mad right now? Like, bro, I'm mad at everybody. Bro, I'm fighting with everyone. Homie, I have came in, I have smelt blood in the water, and I am going rabid, like a rabid megalodon right now, son. I smell money. That's all I smell, boy. And boy, I want money. I am like a shark in these oceans, boy. Homie, I want all the subscribers. You don't get it. Whatever Mr. Beast has in the top 10 YouTubers, put it together. That's what I want my subscriber count to be. Bro, I want it all. I want it all. Bro, the eyes have rolled back. I am a money shark. And I smell blood in the water. No, 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 no. Yeah. Before people think I'm like gonna kill them or like do something absurd, you know what I mean? I'm a money shark, bro. And I smell blood in the water. Like, homie, I see what I'm saying. Like, bro, I just smell like cash. And I just smell more cash everywhere. I may stink, but I smell like success and hard work. And I know someone asked me what my plan was. Right now, I'm growing my stream. Lord willing, thankfully, I've got 13,000 subscribers and I'm ever growing. I got nearly 50,000 returning viewers. I just started streaming about 6 months ago. You know, I've been recently monetized on YouTube last month. So, you know, I'm just going to keep doing this, growing my channel, growing my monetization, becoming more financially independent, and, you know, getting out of homelessness and getting all my ducks in a row, so to speak, theoretically here. You catching us like shit. Bro, I am a money shark out here, bro. I just smell money. Lord willing, the Lord has been. Look, I ain't trying to get absurdly, like, wealthy or anything here, trust me. Like, I'll take care of myself and get my bills kept paid, make sure my family's taken care of and all that secure, but, like, I'm very generous. I'm a fucking money shark out here, boy. No, 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 no. Well, I mean, I don't mean money like that. I just mean through stuff I do on the internet. And like, I don't know. Some people don't see it, and it's kind of funny. I do. If they can only see what I see, then they understand. But, bro, I just smell money. That's it. And I try not to let it get to my head. Because, bro, I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, that's an unlimited, like, bro, just give me the black card. I mean, I got no crap. There's no limit on this thing. Bro, I am money. Like, that's what I smell like. I don't give a fuck if I go to the car lot and buy all those cars. You ain't saying shit. I never do that, but mac and cheese is okay. No, Montgomery, this is something else. It's something else. It deals with legislation and politics and a lot of stuff. Trust me, I smell like money. I just don't try to let it get to my head. It does sometimes. Forgive them. They know not what they do. At some point, their parents ain't going to be there anymore, and that money's not going to be there, and then they'll have a hard lesson to learn. And that'll be a very rough time for them. You know it will be. And, that's why you should forgive them. They know not what they do. You know what I mean? And you could always end up like that. Albeit, you might not be saying you're, being appreciative of a moocher, but you might overboast your own riches type thing, and then they go bye-bye. You know what I mean? I get it, but get this money because it smells like money. Well, I mean, homie, I'm gonna get the money, or I could give a fuck about the money, to be honest with you. I'd make more. Bro, I've made trillions. You don't get it. You have no idea. I mean trillions. Bro, money's like Doritos, bro. I can always get more. Albeit I wish they weren't flavored with bugs. That red 40 shit. It's like Doritos. I can get more. I'm not... Yeah, if I was to get a legitimate paycheck for what I was to get, it's going to be I'll break the banking system. Yeah, they do. They get trillions in gross income, not net. In gross, yeah, they get trillions. But after taxes, wages, benefits, lawsuits, business expansions, so on and so forth, yeah, it's only a few $100 billion. Business insurance, saving back for the next year just in case there's a COVID. That way my business is taken care of all year. If you're a smart business person, you would have that relief fund there, so to speak, for your business and invest in it continuously. And albeit you could possibly dip into it, especially if you have a 10, 25 year reserve, so to speak. I don't know. It depends on how the business owner invests in their shit. That's how I would do my business. So that way, if I had a bunch of people that were employed to me and there was a COVID that was opposite, you had a 2% chance to live, 98% chance to die. I'm not going to have a customer all year. All my employees are secured for, 25 years because I've saved that much money back. On top of doing whatever I need to do to live comfortably. But my business is secure. That's what I would do, but... Well, I appreciate that. You have a great rest of your day as well. No, Impulse. I never watched Death Note. It's easy in theory. No, it's not that hard, actually. On a realistic, like, employment to wage ratio and of, like, level of importance. Oh. And I know, be it, you don't have to invest your entire, I mean, like, you should invest, like, your year income of what it would cost to run your business if you didn't have a single customer for a year in reserve for your company. And albeit that be for that incident itself, any lawsuit fee, like, bro, it's covered. There's not, oh shit, that money doesn't exist. I thought about buying some stocks, but I don't have an actual physical address yet, so I can't. I can't even use my P.O. box. Or I've already been in the stock game. There are some stocks I've already had the interest in. I saw it, I liked it. And I already know the stock market I already want to get into because it's already into something else I've already been pushing forward. And with the technological advances they've been making in that area, like, it's going to be a very lucrative market, especially with how drones are and that type of transportation. Albeit this ain't a drone. It could be, but, like, I'd rather have a pilot and, like, a hybrid gas system just in case. Because they're talking about, like, electric. But I know it's eco-friendly, but just for, like, safety, you should have the hybrid. So if the electrical system shuts down, you can go right to gas. That way you don't... Albeit you can't fly as far as you could on your normal power system, but you have enough gas to get to, like, emergency landing. But, you know, I don't want to get too far into depth of that talk, because I don't want people buying in that stocks by the time I get it, because they're cheap as fuck right now, too. Like, hell, like, no, I could easily buy, like, shit. A bunch. Theoretically. I could have hundreds of stocks in there by the end of the year, like thousands. Easily. And I really do want to. I don't care for cryptocurrency. I'm not investing in that. That is a broken system. Albeit, even when the stock market crashes, my dollar's still there. It's just going to be, like, confuddled as fuck. But albeit, the dollar's still there. The stock market crashes and I'm on cryptocurrency, I'm fucked. I'm out of money. There's no money. There's nothing. It's gone. They don't exist. Albeit, the stock market crashes and I still got the dollar. Like, homie, you don't fix a system that ain't broken. Credit cards are good enough. I might, Jessica. I might not, just because I got my battery pack kind of charged to get, like, my phone fully charged. So I'm kind of streaming now. Like, what do you mean, impulse? I'm confused. I was banned for a week and a half there a while ago, Paul. I've been unbanned for a little bit now, but I was banned for a while there. I was almost banned for 90 days, but I had to get the Lord to intervene, and the Lord intervened. I mean, I'm unbanned now. And I'm never getting banned again. I mean, gold and silver are good, but it's a lot, I mean, like, it's good, and it's a lot harder system crash than a crypto, as well as a backup. Albeit everyone in the international community could invest in that market and deflate it by supply to demand. But, you know, you can't outright crash it either. Especially once you start getting into mining the seabed, albeit there's a treaty on there. You can really crash those markets too. Yeah, but like on what impulse? If I had unlimited money, like you talking about, like on stocks and investments there? Because I'm thinking about red flags on all my purchases. Like, bro, I'm not paying $20 for one item. That one item better be like doing me a lot of good, or like $50 for one item. You know what I mean? Albeit it's a pretty ornament. Like, I'm confused. What do you mean by, get specific on the red, like where? It's a series of unfortunate events why I'm out in the wilderness. And then, hey, Sarah, how you doing? And then, hey, Ellie's. For the most part, Jim. Albeit, I hope they've listened, and hopefully it's still written down. But like I said, if somebody were to hack the stock market and wipe all that data away, you're SOL. And I mean, the backup data goes bye-bye too, homie. I mean, we're talking about the glove truly being off and giving you the middle finger. I need you to start getting, I need you to, like, use your own words here. I need you to wake up, homie. You've been sleeping in the bed too long. And shit in the money bed for way too long. They're laughing at you. Now my life system, my life plan ain't waiting for the system to crash. You're getting banned. I've already told my plan in here. You're just being a troll. Well, you're going to have to unfortunately go buy a plot of land and go live off the land out there. Oh, excuse me. But I mean, if you can go out somewhere and be alone, if you can be isolated enough for like 20, 30 years, depending on what state you're in, technically by law, you can claim that as your property. Can't legally like claim the whole fucking woods, but you know, you can claim you a little plot of land. Technically by squatting laws. Well, that's where I'm getting at with the squatting laws. You know, you can't, like, if I build a cabin out in the middle of the woods, and, you know, I etched out, like, a couple acres where I have, like, all my vegetables, livestock, etc., and I claim that to be my property and manage it and say the fuck with everything else, like, yes, by law, that's mine, after 30 years in squatting laws. Albeit, the government can just claim eminent domain, give you money, and say fuck you anyways. Like, it don't matter. This is going to be for roads, parks, you know, whatever for the community. Bye. Thank you. Here's some money. No, you can't be arrested, but you can be kicked off. And if you're bothered, like, let's say you're on year 29 on the last day before it's year 30. If somebody comes out there and says, hey, what are you doing here? Your timer restarts and you got to go find a new spot and 30 years later. Now, if someone finds you 30 years later and it was abandoned property, like overrun, and you have the before and after pictures, like of you tearing, like, you know, you took all the vines down, you redid the house, like everything, and you have the before and after and all the videos and all that, and you take care of all that property, after 30 years, no, it's yours. By law. It just depends on the state and your, like, squatter claims. So, like, it literally, if you were out in the middle of the woods, you found an abandoned mall, and somehow you were in there by yourself for 30 years, and you took care of that entire place and cleaned it up, you can technically claim that under squatter rights. Now, if it's someone's private property, you're kind of fucked a little bit. Just by law, it's not yours. And it could be something as simple as a business asset. You can't just take that out from under somebody. Just even biblically speaking. If you want to get more in biblically speaking, the land belongs to God. But if you go out with a tent and you camp out in a spot for like 7 days, technically it's yours. Especially if you walk, whatever you walk a circle around is yours. Within like 12 days. That's technically your property. As long as no one else was out there and no one else claimed it as their land. So if you were to go out in the middle of the woods and camp out there for a week, technically that's your land. You can do whatever you want with it, biblically speaking. Mind you, you can't take the entire fucking forest, but I don't know. Yeah. No problem. Thanks for tuning in. You have a blessed rest of your day. Bro, we're ash and dust, bro. We're made out of dirt. Honestly, the third beast in Revelations kind of scares me. Because we were made out of dirt. And when you think of the number of man, I mean, like, bro, if you don't feel like a beast, go outside. Right now with the clothes on your back. You don't have shoes on? Sorry, go outside. You got to use the bathroom? Pee outside, poop outside. You got to eat? Go kill an animal, skin it. And then take a shit the next morning. And tell me you don't feel like a beast. Never mind, you have this insatiable urge when the opposite gender's around. Sure. Tell me we're not beasts. Change my mind. I thank Jesus for forgiving me and dying for me on the cross. That's all I can tell you. Call me. I wouldn't have done it. I'd have looked at Jesus back then and been like, let us die. Ain't worth it. I'm going to be quite honest with you. I'd probably make Jesus upset with me, but nonetheless, I'm sorry. Like, not after being around that for that long. I couldn't let it happen. He'd had to put my ass in a coma. No, I can't join a branch of the military. No, I've never had a coma. No, I can't join the military because of a cyber stalker situation. I'm technically medically unfit. Because I have a umbrella term psychosis. They just labeled me with a psychosis. That's it. They couldn't specifically pin one. They were just like psychosis. So, yeah. Forgive them, they know not what they is my favorite Jesus story. Albeit that's when he's being crucified. I'm not happy about him being crucified, but he's going through that moment and is telling his father to forgive them, they know not what they do, because God wanted to destroy us in this time. By the way, I hope you understand that. Like, if Jesus didn't do that, homie, we wouldn't be having this conversation today. No, God was done with us. We were going to die. And if it weren't for Jesus, we wouldn't be here. So that's like one of my favorite ones. Because through all that, getting whipped, carrying a cross, and then getting crucified to it, stabbed and everything, you know what I mean? Forgive them, they know not what they do. And literally performed miracles and all this in front of everyone and like brought everyone together. I'm in North Carolina. Yeah, Connor, I know. It's unfortunate. With all you see though in today's time, how the hell do you not believe that? How do you not believe the Bible and believe in God, Jesus Christ, and the Scripture, and the sacred Bible? How can something that far off for this long be this alleged fake like Truman Show story where like God doesn't exist, it's all human doing it all with like natural disasters and all? Like, come on, let it go. Control freak. And I'm not saying people today are Jesus or anything, but you can see good people trying to do the right thing being crucified. Albeit, it may be somebody that's done nothing wrong and outright. There's just people being wicked. Like, I mean, just... And then my dad had a funny meme on his Facebook. I never really like looked through a lot of his Facebook till after he died, but it was like, you know, if if the Bible's banned for being a fairy tale, I think the meme said was like, you know, why did they let like, you know, Snow White and like all that, those fairy tales be told in schools? Type thing. I'd have to go back and read the meme. Connor, it's all in the eye of the beholder. But again, you can see the level of depravity that humanity has toward one another. let alone all of man's, like the duality of man in all its forms. Yeah, because they try to separate the state and the church. I mean, you can have it as an alternative class where people can take it if they want to. Like, they volunteer to go there. It's not like, you know how they would say, like, it's indoctrinating our kids and they don't believe that way and da, 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 da. Well, okay, if the kid chooses an alternative class, it's the kid's choice. The kid can ask the parent, and the kid can have it as an alternative class. Like, it don't have to be like, I guess, taught to the masses, so I don't have to listen to you bitch at me. But that way, the Lord's still getting to the kids. Albeit it's not Sunday school as well. This gets into more historical stuff about the Bible. Yeah, but that's my point. I saw that on the thing with, like, in Texas there. I saw them ban it, but it was like you can have it as an alternative class. Like, you don't have to force it on everybody. If kids want to learn about the Bible, teach them. Like, that's what you're supposed to do. Like, well, I don't have any. I'm really, like, kind of medically healthy, thankfully. Ish. The hematemesis diagnosis I have and me having cancer are two different things. All I know now is when I drink alcohol, even if it's a beer, I throw up nothing but blood, and I'm pretty much dead in the hospital, dying. All day. And then I eventually recover. I look around. Because, like, I tunnel vision on my screen, and albeit I'm out in the woods, you would hear, like, all that coming through the woods. And I can see out my peripheral, even through my hair. But, like, I don't know, I like to look up and have a look at my surroundings. I don't like tunnel visioning on my screen. Because I know there's an outside world in front of me type thing. You know what I mean? I don't like being sucked in on my phone. Oh, I don't drink anymore. Not at all. Like, I was sober for, like, shit, almost over 100 days. And then I had, like, a special stream. I was kind of celebrating where I got into my story a little bit. I beat around a lot of the bushes, so I didn't get too specific on anything. But I talked about, like, my general story growing up and kind of where I am. I got a little sidetracked. But, like, I drank then, and then I haven't touched one since, because the next day I woke up, I pretty much killed myself again. So I'm done. I've either got literal internal bleeding because of an actual ulcer that came out of nowhere, or I do have like a cancerous tumor in my GI tract. They weren't looking for cancer. They were looking for why the fuck I was like throwing up blood and shit. But I don't know. Rough childhood? It was rough in the beginning a little bit there because I grew up with a girl that was a boy, but looked like a legitimate girl. I remember being in the bathtub with them when we were like young. You know, this is like 4 or 5 years old. And you know, I would look down, they had the same shit I did. The only difference is they looked like a girl. Had the long hair, feminine features, everything. That's probably about the roughest part. And then if I was like 12 years old back then, in today's time, I'd probably be on the Jeffrey Epstein Island. Be honest with you, when I was 12 years old, I was talking to older women and they were this close to flying me out to Canada. I just didn't have good transportation to get to the airport. And that's what I told them. I was this close. And trust me, boy, I was a little stud muffin. I mean, I still am a stud muffin, but yeah, like, you know, maybe those two parts, that's probably like the worst part of my childhood. And then, like, you know, getting ran over by a lawnmower that had a trailer attached to it with a trailer pin hitch that ripped from like this ball, like I call it a ball, albeit it's in between your shoulder blades. There's a ball right here at the base of your neck. Like from an inch down there, from a quarter inch down, it ripped from all the way there, all the way up here to this part of the base of my skull. And then when like I pretty much was like bleeding out and like they had to flap that skin back and like staple it down. Almost got my head blown off by a shotgun because the neighbors we had in our the next across from the woods from us were like some meth heads or something. And like I almost walked too close to where they saw me and I had to get down before they shot me. Thankfully they didn't see me or they probably would have blew my head off with a shotgun. Gabriel, I don't drink, man. Impulse, technically, I'd be the vice president. And then after the vice president, it's like, you know, part of the Senate. And then it goes down from there. There's only like 4 or 5 people in control, and then it kind of goes it's fucked from there. So unfortunately, if those ones go, it's kind of, you gotta keep a good eye on those. Or it's a fucking chicken with its head cut off. They don't know who's in charge. And it'll be a bunch of people arguing. And yet, realistically, you're going to have another election and put someone in charge. And that way, it's a duly elected thing. It's by the people, for the people type thing. That way, no one's like usurping their way into like a place of authority. Albeit if all the chain, like, you know, where it breaks down to who's next in command dies. That would be the legitimate, most realistic option to solve that issue. And then put those people back in charge. You know what I mean? Or how they, like, figure for that position. So that way it's a duly elected person. And there ain't no, like, again, usurping going on. And people just going, oh, I'm going to be in charge because I say I am. No, fuck you. It's what the people say. No, I was talking to myself about drinking, but I don't have a problem with drinking. I hadn't touched beer and shit at least a month now. And even before that, I didn't touch one in like 100+ days. Like, I'm fine. I'm good when I'm literally throwing up blood. I'm good. I don't need that. That is a one-step ship to sobriety. Yeah, but I don't want to get into all of it on the stream. It's more of a need-to-know basis of information. Not everyone that's tuning in is an American citizen, so yeah. And I'm not trying to give anyone any fucking ideas. That's for damn sure. But realistically, I'm just looking at it in the hypothetical of if they're all gone, the best way to solve that issue is to do it that way. Because then no one can complain. Nope, you, the people, voted them in. Like, at this point, if they're all gone. So, problem solved. You know what I mean? They can't bitch at their own decision. At the end of the day, you can only blame yourself. That's how I look at it. Again, I know there's more than a little bit more. Just shut up. There's only 4. Just like there's nobody walking around with the president with a nuclear briefcase on their wrist. Like, no. I don't know why they showed that on the Sean Ryan show. All right, Gabriel. Have a blessed rest of your day. Thanks for tuning in. No, not messing around. Don't do meth. I'll quit cigarettes one of these days. You know, when my daughter's back in my life, I'll quit. For sure. No, because all that money I do spend on cigarettes, I can spend on her. Besides everything else. I'm going to spoil the shit out of her, but I'm going to tell her no at the same time. What do you mean, what happened? Huh? Ugh. What's my battery life at? Oh, sweet. What time is it, too? Damn, I've been streaming for a while now. Why do I want to smoke water vapor? That sounds dumb as fuck. No, I'm pretty clear on what I said in my prayer and what I just said there. Like, I'll quit when I get my daughter back. Not gonna be smoking in the car with my daughter in the car, like in the house. I'm good. Yeah, the THC vapes are illegal here now, though. And, like, I don't know, they call them THC vapes, but they're not THC. They're, like, alternate strains from THC, but it's not the real thing. It's like the different chemicals in the plant that they're using. I had a lot of secondhand smoke. Yeah, I do care. The problem is, I didn't know I had a kid. That's the fucking problem. Her freaking mother didn't want to tell me. Jesus, that's dug in there. That's what I'm struggling with. Dude! This thing's fucking stuck in there. I occasionally listen to music from time to time. I'm more busy reading politics and streaming, so I really can't listen to music. Yeah, not too many people are going to give me a car. They already would have. Homie, I've been out here for almost 3 years. I don't know if part of that's failing to understand your comprehension. Like, homie, no one's came by and gave me like $10,000, 50 grand type thing, new car. No. Usually anyone who's tried to do that is not giving it to me out of the kindness of their heart. They want some like moral satisfaction out of that the public knows about. It's not like, oh, I did this out of the kindness of my heart. So there's going to be a lot of evil with that. So I don't want to deal with the evil. Do my best to avoid it or get rid of it, one of the two. Once I see it, it's got to go. Bro, this is kind of like pissing me off. There we go. Got it. He was dug in the ground like all the way up to here. Okay. I don't crack into my ankle. Oh. Yeah, I got a cash out. It's probably because all the spices and you're used to them. I'm in North Carolina. I mean, it's in the description of the video, but that way you don't have to take forever. No, wait, someone donated to me. I think I said thank you. Or did I forget to? Because I got so caught up in the chat, and I think that way. Who is this? There we go. I might have missed it. I appreciate the subscribe, Lily. Thank you. I am not CIA. All right, Summer. Have a blessed rest of your night. Thanks for tuning in. Then, all right, AJ and Alex, you have a blessed rest of your day. Thanks for tuning in. No, I'm not an FBI agent. Oh my God. Okay, Pete, I appreciate it. Thanks for the $50 donation. Let me get this out of the way so I don't block up the whole screen. Just to show that, though. That way, people, I mean, if people want basic information, it's in the description of the video. Oh, God. She's probably not used to the spices. Again, curry's not like, I'm assuming you got curry. Like, bro, curry's spicy as fuck. Especially if you get like authentic Indian food. Like, their mild is probably like America's like extra spicy. And now the literal heat spices, if your stomach's not used to it, trust me, you blow chunks. Like, it's just how it goes. And it's hot going in and it's hot coming out. Like, if you ain't used to it. Do I like eating noodles? I'm not a big noodle fan. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm more of a standard meat, veggie, and like tater type of guy. you got a protein, a tater, and some veggies on that plate. I'm a happy man. I can't complain. Albeit it be fish, pork, beef, chicken, you name it. I got a veggie and a tater. Whether that be like rice, mashed potatoes, some type of carb, you know what I mean? Noodles are okay. I will eat a pack of ramen noodles from time to time. I'm not a big like noodle pasta guy at all. The only Italian food you'll ever catch me eating is pizza. Like, bro, I can eat pizza every day for the rest of my life. Quite literally. I don't want to do that, but if I had to, I could. Axe? No, secrets to the goat. Do what? Rice noodles are definitely not what caused America any conflicts. They were just piss poor decisions made. Yeah, we didn't lose the war because of any noodles, that's for sure. See, I'm only going to be able to stream for so much longer. My daylight's running out. I mean, I'm going to stream some more from my other spot, but I'm going to check up on some things. No, I don't have any crypto. Cryptocurrency is a Ponzi scheme. I do not know how many times I'm going to have to tell you that. I'm in North Carolina. I had pizza for dinner. Zero, Derek. Lord willing, yeah, I'm safe. Streaming, keeping up with politics, listening to music. Kind of my hobbies. I'm 31. I appreciate the compliment. It can vary on how often I see family. It can be long periods where I don't see them for a long period of time. I mean, I can see them like, a few times a month. It just depends. What the fuck is a newfie? The beard has spoken. Hold on. The beard has spoken. Am I okay now? I am 31. Let me get a little bit more realistic. Hold on. No, we're gonna put this to make this work. Hold on. Man, hold on. The beard has spoken. The beard has spoken. Yeah. You know, I ain't paying $900, $1,600 on a piece of shit, 4 walls. For sure. You know, what could you do with an extra $30,000 at the end of the year? You know, if your rent's fucking $3,000 a month, what could you do with an extra $36,000? Hey, Jessica, how you doing? Oh, I really don't need this on. It's cold, but I'm gonna put my jacket on. Oh. Ew, excuse me. Oh, the beer that spoken. Regina, you've asked me that question before. I could have sworn. What were you doing, Jessica? Why are they honking in the background? And look, there they go too, these fucking terrorists, bro. They're like all like intercommunicating with each other. Yeah, I know, Jessica. Ugh. Would I go back to the rat race? That's a funny question. That's hilarious. Would I go back to the rat race? You're funny. Yeah, the sun's setting. I know. I'm gonna move to my spot and stream, but I'm gonna handle some stuff on the internet first. I mean, you can go work at Uber and make more money than you ever make in your entire life, probably at that shitty job you're working at, but, you know, to each their own. 16, 20-hour days are rough, bro. Only 4 hours of sleep if you're lucky. You don't know what those days are like yet. Sorry, homie. For months on end. You know what it's like to leave the house at like 11 o'clock in the morning and not arrive home until the next morning at 7 o'clock in the morning, and you're not even home yet. You're just heading home. And then you got to get up at 11 o'clock and start that glorious cycle all over again. And I mean, home's like 2 hours away at 7 o'clock in the morning. It's not fun. Not fun at all. I did it though. I don't know what this motherfuckers are overlocking their car in the goddamn background for. But yeah, you have a blessed rest of your day. I'm going to end the stream here.